Hello, my name is Subject Death 00 and I am making video thanking Dark Souls. Now, I wanted to do this video after I completed Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3, preferably before Elden Ring, but I didn't get around to finishing the other two because of the fact that Dark Souls 2 kind of gives me anxiety with all the hitboxes and the weird movements. I understand there are people that really love that game, and don't get me wrong, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I'll probably go back one day and finish it, but oh, those hitboxes and the weird movements when you're trying to hit an enemy with your greatsword and you completely miss, even though you specifically went in that direction to hit that enemy. But whatever, I'm not going to get into it and talk about just Dark Souls 2 and how I feel currently about it. But the point being is that I genuinely want to thank Dark Souls because, at least Dark Souls 1, that is, because of the fact that I got to play this game all the way through, and because of it, I've overcome my fear of increasingly difficult games. Which, I don't know, it's not really, I can't really call it a fear. It's sort of this feeling that, I don't know, I think I'll probably find a word for it later on, but whenever I hear about difficult games, I'm like, ugh, I don't really want to do it. I really don't want to do it. I really don't want to be really just banging my head against the wall because, oh, I can't get past this part. But because I played Dark Souls, because at the time I really wanted to experience a real challenge, and I also wanted to prepare myself because of Elden Ring. And what a better way of preparing myself and wanting a challenge, as well as getting into the whole Soulsborne, I guess, community or playstyle, than playing the first game, where, well, Demon's Souls was the very first, but obviously the remake is in PS5 and I'm in PS4. That's neither here or there. But my point is, want to play Dark Souls 1, got to play it. It's been a blast, and also been a rage-inducing, perilous journey. Just really just made my blood boil a couple of times. Let me tell you. like, and then of course, not only that, there have also been times, like for example this, where I've just been completely scared because here it is, I'm facing off against a dark spirit, which I tried looking up this dude. I think this guy's a player. Didn't see anything about him being an NPC. Went against other players, and I've just been completely destroyed. Specifically sorcery, because for some reason that does so much damage. But genuinely, this game has filled me with a lot of rage, as well as fear, but then the wash of just triumph, victory, and calmness over me as I conquer each and every obstacle that I'm presented with. Yeah. And it's a really great feeling. I'm not gonna lie. It's a really great feeling when you're angry and you feel like it's just impossible to just get across everything to reach your goal and just to reach the end. But then yet you're able to, because you just don't give up. And that's one of the things that I think is so great about the Soulsborne games, is that it's like, it's difficult, but because of the fact that it's like you want to continue moving forward, like you just want to continue moving forward. You just don't want to give up and be like, whatever, I'm just gonna toss this game. No. You've seen so many other people conquer Dark Souls, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, and Sekiro, and you see them play these games, and you see how they go through it, and they learn how to play the game, and how to move about uh, uh, through these games, and the secrets and the lore and everything, and it's really awesome. It really is. I feel like it's so much more different than any other game, because in every other game there is this measure of difficulty, but I would say it's not even like, it's not really the Dark Souls type of difficulty. Like there's no, I don't know how to explain it, but Dark Souls has this way of just being increasingly difficult and screwing you over in so many different ways. But when you do eventually just beat it, it's just like, yes, I did it. It's not like, for example, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, like for example, uh, with the boss fights, and you increase the difficulty, it's difficult, but then if you just play it kind of smart, and continue crafting some things on the go and all that, like arrows and whatever, maybe switch up some of the gear that you've been using, whatever, right? And you eventually beat the boss, right? Dark Souls is kind of different in the fact that it's like you're not given really that much an option to craft things on the go. Every checkpoint is far, or should I say bonfire, and then you have to, every time you die, you lose something of great value, which is the souls, and then of course you got to travel a pretty long distance and all that. You already know, but it's just difficult, and you have to rely on your determination, wit, and just not giving up in that moment in order to overcome the boss, the area, and all the mobs and everything. It's just is such a feeling that is so much more different from all the other games I've ever played. Uh, and seriously, it's a great feeling, because after you know you defeat, or not defeat, but conquer Dark Souls, it's like you look at other games as like, okay, this game is pretty difficult, but it's nowhere near as difficult as Dark Souls, because I didn't die like 30 times trying to get past a certain area or a certain boss. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not filled with that same rage and determination like how Dark Souls has made me feel that way. Okay? Like I could die a couple times in a game and be like, just gotta keep trying, you know? But Dark Souls, on the other hand, is like, I got to keep trying. It's like that oomph, that boost of just like determination, energy, and just like I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Just like just the anger and the will to keep going. Like I don't know. This game has given me that feeling, and it feels great. Because now I look at every other game again, and I'm just like, I could just blow through this. It's no problem. It's no difficulty now. Another thing is too that I've come to appreciate is the fact that in some cases you can have help, but in the most case of Dark Souls, you have to face certain enemies alone. And usually I've played a lot of games where you have companions like Fallout, Dragon Age, Mass Effect, and there's many other games where you have an AI companion and they help you. But in Dark Souls, you can have that, right? But they can't go with you through your whole journey through. Eventually you have to fight everything else alone, and I appreciate that. I really do, because it forces you to be strong. It forces you to overcome your fear, and it forces you to just be headstrong. Just do it. Just do it. Don't cower. Don't look back and be like, oh, I need help and all that. No, Just go ahead, beat it. You got this. And also be smart about your resources and how you upgrade your items. I also forget that too. Um, but seriously though, this game has definitely changed my gaming experience tremendously. Uh, Now it's like with Elden Ring coming up. Now it's like I have a measure of confidence in these types of games where like other games that are like Soulsborne or Souls like for example Mortal Shell and all that, which I need to try that eventually. But uh, it's like I feel more confident. I feel like okay, I think I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. um, but yeah. Also, another thing I wanted to appreciate about Dark Souls 2 is just the level design, the areas of how they look is completely unique. Like the Crystal Caverns is something that I was absolutely dreading just because it's like everything, the floor is just invisible. Yeah, I mean, like, how do you get past that? Like, it was, it had to take me several times of me falling to really understand that, yeah, it's invisible. Or, like, for example, Sen's Fortress, which just has so many traps, so many BS traps. Like, it's insane on how much BS is in that fortress. Um, but then there are other areas, like for example, uh, Killing of the First Flame, which is honestly just like it's so devastating to look at. It's so devastating because all of that is just burnt, like just burnt ruins and ash and just silence. Nothing but the wind. Just the wind that you hear and the footsteps just going along the ash as you're walking towards the kiln, bro. It's crazy. Um, then of course the catacombs, which is just dark, full of skeletons, very creepy, spooky skeletons and all that. um, but of course, it is what it is. The catacombs, it's just gonna be nothing but death in there. The undead parish, which is kind of pleasant. I'll say, out of all the areas in Dark Souls, that place is kind of pleasant because in other areas, it's just like, ugh, I don't want to be here. Like Blight Town, I hate that place. I hate that place with every fiber of my being. Um, and it's like, and that wasn't the place where I experienced the most death, which I find very, very surprising because I hear so many bad things about Blighttown on and I can understand why. Don't get me wrong, I can understand why. But I didn't nearly experience as much pain as I did in Blight. Like I didn't experience as much pain in Blighttown as I did in Anor Londo. Uh, I've died so many times in that place, and it was mostly due to Ornstein and Smell. Like that that really did me in. Like that was the point. I was at that point where I had to start all over again. That was another thing. I had to start all over again. But thankfully, because of the fact that I got through the other areas, through Undead Parish and all that, all the way up to Sen's Fortress to reach Anor Londo, I remembered where I needed to go, what I needed to do, who I was facing. I didn't have any trouble getting through that just to reach Anor Londo again. It's like I felt like I sped run through the whole first area, which was really great because I was like, wow, I really remembered where I needed to go. I really remembered where I needed to go and who I was facing. I remembered what I needed to do in order to reach that point. And then when I was finally able to beat Ornstein and Smo of the fact that because I had Knight Solaire with me, which in my first playthrough, the time that I had to start all over, I didn't have him because I was taught a very painful lesson, which is loss. I completely lost all of my humanity, all of it, and I was just basically a hollow trying his hardest to get through Anor Londo, specifically Ornstein and Smo, and I could not get through it. I really couldn't, no matter how many times I tried. And believe me, I tried. Oh, I tried so many times. And it's like there was a point where I honestly could have beat it, but because I ran out of Estus flasks and Smo did his ramming hammer attack, whatever it is, charging, whatever it was, he killed me, okay? And I was just like, okay, I had enough. I need to do this the right way. Or as what I thought was the right way, because you can defeat them alone. But because I was still new to the game, I wasn't nearly as experienced. I didn't really have the knowledge that I really had. So I had to learn that the hard way, starting all over again. Which is something that this game really teaches you, and it teaches you well. You know, it's like even though you experience that loss, you learn that you need to be wiser and more careful and more responsible of the things that you do, and the resources that you have, how you craft, or not craft, but how you upgrade your items, you know. Also, on how to not underestimate certain enemies and bosses, because they may not look like much, but they prove to be much. You know, they prove to be more than they seem. You know, which is something that I really learned. And it's really great about this game because it teaches you all these things. You know, it teaches you difficulty, it teaches you how to not underestimate enemies, and it teaches you how to be more careful and responsible, and it instills in you a great will and determination to overcome. I keep repeating that, but that's the feeling that I get from it. Seriously, and it is a great feeling. It really is. But yeah, this is what I wanted to talk about when it came to Dark Souls and saying thank you, seriously, because this game has really changed my perspective on gaming in general, and difficulty, and just overcoming challenges. It really has. It also has also taught me patience as well. Yeah. But anyways, that was all I wanted to say as regards to thank you, Dark Souls. Truly, it's been a rewarding experience. Like, I do view it as a reward feeling this way towards this game, because I'll admit I've been feeling kind of burnt out, and this game has kind of reignited it in a way, and has really gotten me on the edge of my seat from beginning to end. Like, it's just been a very exhilarating and, again, rage-inducing, fearful journey, but it has taught me so much, and it's just been a great experience, honestly. And I honestly can't wait for Elden Ring. Like, that's gonna be another great experience as well, and I hope it's gonna be just as challenging as Dark Souls, you know. And then experiencing it with friends too, that's gonna be another thing that's gonna be great. Uh, truly, truly. I mean, the Soulsborne games are honestly, they're honestly great. I'm not gonna lie. They're honestly great. They're in their own league, their own right of how they're designed. Truly, I mean that. Um, Even if you are critical about one game or another from the Soulsborne series, I would say, uh, but they are justifiably great in their own right. They really are. Even if they do feel a bit different, like Dark Souls 2 to Dark Souls 1 and 3, but still, it's a great experience. Truly. Anyways, thank you so very much for watching. Leave a comment down below of your experience of Dark Souls. Um, what you think, and please leave a like, share the video. Definitely helps out my channel. And have a great day.